Ba-dee-da-ba-di-da-ba-da-da-ba. Hello and welcome to my Eurovision channel. If you love the Eurovision Song Contest, I think you will like my channel. So this is your opportunity to like this video and to subscribe. San Marino has spoken. And it's the guy who was in Eiffel 65. Was it Eiffel 65? Eiffel 64? Right? I have heard people talking about this song. I did not follow San Marino's national selection at all. I have no clue what I'm about to hop into. But if it is one of the masters behind I'm blue, da ba dee da ba da ba dee. And is this true? But I remember there was a myth like, um, I'm blue. If I was green, I would die. If I was green, I would die. Is that like an urban legend? Confirm it for us. All right. So I am excited to get into this. San Marino sometimes does struggle when it comes to qualifying. And so I'm really going to be looking at this like, okay, are you going to make it? That's, I think, what's on my mind. Are y'all going to make it? I would like for San Marino to make it. And, I say anything is possible. Anything could happen. Anything could happen. Okay. San Marino's in the first semifinal. We've already got some fun entries in that one. It feels like it's going. I'm like, what is the mix of the first semifinal? Because, like, we've got, is it more male heavy in the first semifinal? I think it is. I think it is. But we're gonna have fun with this. So I'm excited to get into this. So Sarah Sun says, Alesia, apparently this was a San Remo interval song. Oh, okay. Cool Guy says, honestly, the song is not for me. ESC Cyprus says San Marino is going to make history. Oh, and then someone said, so this was one of the jingles for San Remo this year. Okay. And then Rauli, this could qualify, not guaranteed, but it has a good shot. Okay, you know what? I want to get into this. We're ripping the band-aid. We're gonna go into the reaction. All right, okay. And we're just playing the video fresh. So, ooh, yeah, I gotta make sure it's not too loud for y'all, but loud enough for me. Ooh. Okay. Okay, so he is a DJ. Okay. Oh, have we started? Hmm. Well, I'll tell you, I'm already feeling this. Mm. Ooh. Oh, I'm kind of feeling this already. And we have staging, so we've got dancers, we got clothes and LEDs. Okay. He's setting us up. I'm waiting for it to hit. Oh, okay. Hey. Okay. Hmm. Okay. Well, I actually I kind of like this. Yeah. I have to say though, we gotta bring oh wait, I've let this play quite a bit. Okay, so let me just kick off. So I'm liking the LEDs that we have so far, obviously, with like the red, the white, the green. I think we keep that. I like the fact that we have some dancers because it's a DJ performance, so you have to be like thoughtful about how you're bringing it to life. I think I prefer my I don't know. I'm like kind of like, do I want my vocalist to be doing something else? But I will tell you, I need the production and DJ, you'll hear me on this, you'll feel me on this. I need the production to feel more booming. When we're in the arena, it might already give it that effect, but right now, just with the sound, and perhaps this is because of the Una Voce por or Bar San Marino or whatever, maybe that's what it is. I feel like I need a little bit more like fullness of sound that I'm not quite getting like right this second. Okay. But this is fun, actually. Can I? Can I tell y'all though? It tutta l'Italia, tutta Italia, tutta Italia. Okay, tutta Italia, tutta l'Italia, tutta l'Italia. Okay, this with espresso macchiato in the same semifinal, like we're getting something from like an actual like Italian that's like feeling it. Like I don't know. Okay, okay. Um, so let me see. Let me see. Um, So someone said the staging is just boring. Sounds like direct competition to Sweden. I think this is direct competition with Sweden. I think it's direct competition with Sweden, Iceland, and Estonia. But Iceland, but Sweden, Iceland, and Estonia are in the first half. San Marino's in the second half, which can be a good or bad thing. Like Sweden can come in, set the bar really high, and then everyone else has to compete with them and kind of overcome what whoever has gone first, or is like kind of you become forgettable because you happen a little bit earlier and then everyone forgets what happens in the middle. So it could go both ways. Yeah, it could go both ways. uh Here we go. Ta, 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 ta. Sarah Sun, this song was viral after San Remo, so they brought it on to the San Marino National Final. Okay. Antonio, I feel the crowd that would vote for something like this has more options, but are the options better? That's the question mark. And then, yeah, yeah. So yeah, let's keep going. Let's keep going. Okay. Boop. Yeah, we need to get the production a little bit more booming because honestly, so here's the thing. There's a world where we could get this and Sweden. There is definitely a world, but I think with this, they've got to figure out like kind of maybe a slightly different concept. I don't have ideas screaming at me off the page. I feel like I want to look at the translation. So tune into another state of play because like we will have a state of play where we can start kind of diving into like what is the most optimal staging package potentially. But sonically, like, I mean, I think I prefer it to espresso macchiato actually. And espresso macchiato, I know some people just even as a studio cut like didn't like it. Like I was like, it's fine. I just didn't think it was just very, very repetitive. We got to finish this one and though and see where we end up. Yeah, I think I need my singers doing something. I get that it's a vibe, but this is Eurovision, and we can't have Homeboy the DJ in the middle hyping it all up, and y'all just standing there with masks on your face. I need more, because I need charisma, and it can't just be the DJ giving us charisma as he, lip syncs. You know what I mean? Sings along, basically. Yeah, I need these singers to be doing something. Are they good looking? Because that'll help. That'll help. You know. Yeah, I actually kind of like this, but it's repetitive. Oh, okay, wait. No, nope. It's very repetitive. They're very repetitive. Okay. Yeah. Okay. We need more from the singers. Okay. Okay, so it's over. Okay, okay. Let me kick it off and talk about the styling. Okay. Um, let's see. So I like the way I actually like the way he's styled because he contrasts, he pops. If we want to keep the dancers, we could do that. They can stay, and I like what they're wearing. Oh, but come on, let's go to my vocalist. Let's go to my vocalist. See, we can barely get to them because it's like, where are they? And they're singing or talking or rapping, whatever we wanna say. They were on the pitch and key. I didn't hear bum notes. And nothing sounded flat. But the vocalist. Okay, here we go. Um, I actually don't even mind what they're wearing, but I want the charisma. I want you in the camera. I want you, selling it to us. Give us something because Sweden is selling it. in that sense. Tommy Cash is selling it in that sense. Even them young boys from Iceland with the song that y'all know I don't like, they're all over the stage, well, selling it. San Marino, I want you to qualify. If y'all are gonna qualify, I'm gonna need them to sell it. I'm gonna need them to sell it. And honestly, yeah, they're looking good looking to me. So, take the masks off. Let's see their faces. Um, okay, let me get into the comments. Okay, so someone says depresso macchiato. Um, uh, Blue Bear Fran, the song feels too one note for me. It doesn't really go anywhere from start to finish. Let's talk about the song. Here's the thing. There's something that in simplicity, sometimes it makes it easy for other people to join along. So sometimes it's not a bad thing to be simplistic. And again, like I highlighted before, espresso macchiato is pretty redundant too. Like it's not really doing a lot. And if we're talking direct competition, I'm like, okay, I think this is like a little bit of an apples to apples comparison to be fair. But yeah, I deeply want a little, we need a revamp. We need the sound to be remixed a little bit more, and we need to vary up the verses. When we're on that last verse, it should feel like we're on that last verse. I didn't feel like we truly were coming to a climax. And if this was a song that they made, or was used as a jingle, people were probably just listening to a little snippet of it. But this is not the TikTok song contest. We need more than 30 seconds. We need something that is going to engage us for 3 minutes, which honestly, 3 minutes, to be fair, is not that long anyway. So I would like a little bit more color added to it. I think we need to go back to the studio and just make the production a little bit more expensive. Fullness of sound is a piece that I feel like I'm lacking. And maybe we might even want to find a vocal moment. I know it's cheap, but look, I'm trying to make y'all qualify, okay? I'm trying to get y'all in the final. So if I want you in the final, then I feel like these are some of the elements that we need. Overall, I think the concept of the staging is fine, but we're working with a national selection stage, so it's a little bit different. So I get that. And honestly, I'm not worried. San Marino does tend to invest in their acts, and when I say invest, like the staging tends to look good. And even though Megara didn't make it last year, I did actually think the staging package, it didn't look like, oh, they're on a ding ding stage and they clearly had no budget, like Moldova last year. If I have to give an example, like with Moldova, it was just like, where is the money and the creativity? Like, where is it? I'm not seeing it here. Okay, let me hop back into the comments. Joa, they will not revamp it. There's still time. Um, Kimmer Crimes, as much as I love Gabry because of his amazing Italo dance classics, but this song really too much old school Italiano dance. Like Gabry has made way better stuff. Well, that's why we need to get back into the stew. Okay. Um, Pogo says, I'm not really expecting a qualification here. As of now, with just this, I don't know if this is qualifying. But I think that there are some really small tweaks we could do that I think I could make a case, because this is where I'm at right now. Sweden is qualifying, Ukraine is qualifying. Let's just say Estonia is qualifying, Poland is qualifying, and I don't know what direction Portugal's going, but I'm gonna say Portugal's qualifying. I'm gonna go there. The Netherlands is qualifying, Albania should be qualifying. Let's just say Belgium qualifies. Let's say Cyprus is qualifying. Um, and then we got one slot left. So it could be Norway. Some of y'all feel really, really set that Norway is qualifying. I think Norway could be in some trouble depending upon what Portugal decides to do, personally. I think also depending upon what Cyprus decides to do, Norway could find themselves, maybe where it's like they're kind of like the Denmark, where there's really nothing wrong with it. They did everything they could, but then they just become like overshadowed by something else because of direct competition. So I do think there's that. But I will say I do think San Marino has a chance. Okay. Um, Ah, Nikolai, this one is for the fans. I don't think this has the broad appeal for locals. Rise says San Marino might withdraw next year if they don't qualify again. Is that true? ESC Lux says, I'm worried for Norway now. Mista says, I think this will be a favorite among the Euro fans, but forgotten by the public. I think it all comes down to the staging because honestly, San Marino is in a position where they are in the second half. They could get a gift of like maybe closing because it is something rousing, it is something fun, so they might get a gift there. So I don't know. Dan is actually agreeing with me. To be honest, this could close the semi. I could see it if they really do decide to be thoughtful with the staging, which let's be real, San Marino has been thoughtful with the staging before. So I actually have more faith that this will look good on the Eurovision stage than I don't have faith. So there's something to be said there. SMP, I still think Cena and Flo Rida was San Marino's best entry. They deserve more in 2021. They did deserve more, but 2021 was, I mean, that was a force of a year. I think that was a really, really strong year. So, you know, and then Sarah Sun says, hey, they're at least getting 12 points from Italy in the semi. Now, when Achille Lauro was performed, did Achille get 20 points from Italy in 2022? I don't know. Khan says, I mean, it's a pretty catchy song, in my humble opinion. And then Joa says, Josh revamped the staging today, was much better, getting votes soon. Here's the thing. I didn't really think there was anything wrong with Josh's staging before. I thought it was good before. I thought it was really good. Just saying. And then yeah, so I'm honestly I'm actually kind of appreciating this. Let me get into more comments. Cool guys, staging was excellent for Megara last year, but failed to qualify. Yes, but it looked good, and so that's why I'm saying like this year, I honestly I think this has more of a shot than what we might think if the staging is good and if I do think we should go back in the studio and just figure out how to add a few more moments to just really hit people over the head with it. That's what I would say. Elysian, this song is going viral in Italy. I'm Stevan. I think Tutta Italia is sailing through. Yeah, I'm honestly, I actually like this. Like, I really do. I think it is fun. I think it is rousing. I think all this needs is really a good stage show next to it. And I do think some genuine hype because I like this. I would actually like to see this in the final. I will say that. I do think this is on the fence, though, of qualifying. I do think that this is on the fence of qualifying. So we got to be, careful. So I don't want to get like too hyped now. I want to hear some of the other songs. Like, yeah, I don't know what Portugal chose because here I am talking to you. But that was my reaction. What do you think? Drop down, talk to me in the comments below. Do you agree with my reaction? Talk to me in the comments below. Do you disagree? That's okay too. Talk to me in the comments below. This is a conversation. And you know what? So excited for Eurovision 2025. If you haven't already, please like this video and please do